I've noticed that, strangely, many educated liberals in the U.S. are suddenly in favor of drawing clear distinctions between truth and lies in public discourse, specifically as regards the curbing of fake news and toxic opinions. How does this relate to the Catholic belief that truth should not be put on the same pedestal as falsehoods? What truths should be protected by public authority? Which falsehoods should be punished? If the public defense of truth is actually something our elites claim to be in favor of, how ought they be held accountable to that? Whoa.
Well, for starters, our elites are lying, as they do about everything. You see, we have a system based on lies.
How is that?
Well, let me see. Firstly, it denies the sovereignty of God and says that there's no right or wrong, there's only utility.
Well, we say we're one nation under God.
We say a lot of things like that. We say, in God we trust, all of this in God we trust on the coins.
Yeah.
We have the Pledge of Allegiance, one nation under God.
Yeah.
We have God Bless America.
That's right.
And none of it means anything.
Who are you to say that?
I'm not. The Supreme Court did.
The Supreme Court said it doesn't mean anything?
No. It's all what they call civic deism. And it's permissible precisely because it doesn't mean anything. You see, the Supreme Court ruled that the First Amendment means there can be no establishment of religion. What that means is that you can't express any real religious belief on the public dime. Now, of course, that's a violation of Trinity versus the United States back in 1896, 1892, but that doesn't matter. These guys can make it up any way they want, as they make up all reality. And remember that reality that is not fixed is a lie. Basically, if nothing is real, then it's not real. It's not true. If it's not real, it's not true. So, kind of like with the International Theological Commission in limbo. If theologians can make things up, then that means theology isn't true, because it's not real.
Well, it's just relative. You know, it's true to you, but not true for me. That's what we learn in college on philosophy. That's philosophy 101.
Yeah, that's why colleges should be shut down as well, at least in their current form. I feel like a 60s radical all of a sudden. I call for the destruction of the universities in their current form! Just call me Abby Hoffman II.
Okay.
Anyway, what I would say then is that by saying that these expressions of belief in God that we're used to in American life are permissible precisely because they're meaningless, is to say that they are lies.
Okay.
The whole thing is a lie. To say that the unborn are not human beings is a lie. To say that two men pleasuring one another and being, by obvious definition, unable to produce children and create a home, have a marriage, is a lie. And I mean, it doesn't matter what this one says or that one says. It's all a lie. Now, you may remember in an earlier question today, I said, I believe in censorship, you bet. Objectively. But subjectively, in this lying propaganda hole of a society, I am for the freest speech possible. Why? Because the people that would determine what is to be censored are the wolves guarding the hen house. That's why. And no, with them I'm a libertarian. Their mouths should be sewn shut.
Makes sense.
Now, do I objectively, do I think that there is truth that should be defended by public authority?
Yeah.
Yes, but the public authority shouldn't be utterly evil from the beginning to the bottom.
I see.
That shouldn't be the case.
Yeah.
They shouldn't be an infanticidal bunch of murderers.
Yeah. How are they going to defend the truth?
What, ask Al Capone,
Yeah.
Jimmy Hoffa,
Whoa.
what? Oh, I'm sorry, I hit a little close to home there. But Jimmy Hoffa used to be a guest at the Tumbler House building up until about 10 years ago. Everyone thought he was dead. What? Anyway, no, seriously though, you can't expect more out of the swine that rule us than what they're capable of giving us. You would not turn to Mickey Cohen or Al Capone for moral guidance, now would you?
No, of course not.
No, I wouldn't think so. You wouldn't turn to Timothy Leary for psychological assistance.
No.
I guess not. You wouldn't turn to Coco Chanel for cooking tips, and you wouldn't go to Julia Child to get outfitted in clothing. It's not what they did.
It's true. Well, yeah, okay. Maybe they self-identified that way.
Well, then that makes it all better. Here in this state where the assembly, the parliament of whores that we call an assembly, have voted in 3 genders, and the Jesuit Jerry Brown has signed it into law. It's all lies. It's all lies. It's all crap. It's all garbage. So, all I can say about them is what Merlin the magician says in that hideous strength. From those who have despised the word of God, let the word of man be taken also.